Are you doing this again? You're amazingly persistent in some weird ways. Haven't I told you already? Her vitals are being monitored and will know immediately if she wakes up. There's no point in guarding her bedside. Oh, you're awake. Don't try talking. Take a sip of water first. No need to explain or ask questions. Just listen to me for now. But before that, how should I address you? The Prophecy Seer? One of the 2 survivors in the Tower of Babel? Or the last director of Emaon? Don't worry, she's safe for now. But Zero took a bold step to protect you, one that almost cost her life. You can thank her when she wakes up. Anyway, since you don't seem to like any of those titles, I'll just call your name. A name feels more personal than a title, don't you think? You can call me Gentun, the same Gentun from the poem. Atop Gentun Pavilion, I pen poems with delight. On Parrot Island, I immerse in wine's respite. Let me catch you up on what has happened so far. So, that's what went down in the Library of Babel. The god of the sun, the prophecy, Oedipus's tragedy, and Nemesis. So, when I received Viola's message, I had a feeling that something big was about to happen. And when it actually did, I couldn't help but feel a mix of emotions. Oh, right, Viola. Nana told her to leave early, and that's how I found out about you. Unfortunately, I only received a message from her, saying that Emaon would have a new director. So I came back here in a hurry, and you know what happened next. I found you, and Zero among the ruins. Unfortunately, like I said, I only found you and Zero among the ruins. I don't think I need to repeat myself a third time. Emotionally, I don't have a deep connection with them, so I won't shed tears over their departure. And logically, I wouldn't advise you to get too sentimental either. Who knows? Maybe they're not dead at all. I mean, literally. The Library of Babel hasn't been destroyed, and it can't be destroyed. If a tiny explosion could simply wipe out such an anomaly, why would we have spent thousands of years overseeing it? In Qian, we have a parable about blind people trying to figure out what an elephant looks like. Each blind person touches a different part of the elephant, and when they put it all together, they realize that an elephant is something round and thick, thin and long, and flat and wide. They call it an elephant, even though none of them can grasp the whole picture. Similarly, the library only shows you a glimpse of its endless contents. Imagine the beacon as a power source, and the Tower of Babel as a computer. When the beacon is activated, it's like booting up a computer named the Tower of Babel, connected to a server called the Library of Babel. The god of the sun only destroyed the space where the beacon was located, a joint created by the beacon between reality and the library. Well, would the collapse of a star even matter to the whole universe? While the connection is severed, the Library of Babel endures. While the impact might seem mind-blowing, in the infinite rooms within the library, it's like a tiny speck floating in an endless ocean. It won't even cause a ripple. And those who were stuck within the library might have no clue about what happened at all. So basically, the impact closed its gate to reality temporarily. As long as the beacon is still there, the library will reappear when the beacon is reactivated. Well, forget it. Since Zero chose you, there's no need for any tests or whatever. This is the beacon of the library. The black monolith you saw is actually an extension of this seal, something like the imprint it leaves behind. Imagine this. When you press a seal on a clay tablet, it leaves different patterns on different parts of the tablet. If you just look at the tablet, you'd think one pattern is on one end and another pattern is on the other end. But on the roller, they're right next to each other, just like how everything in the universe is cleverly connected in some way. This is the true beacon that connects everything within the Library of Babel. I found it next to you when I rescued you from Nemesis. Looks like they were after it too. And now, I'm giving it back to you. So, as the last director of Maon, what's your next move? I see. You just woke up, and I shouldn't rush you to give an answer. Well, take your time and consider this matter before Zero wakes up. After all, she's the one who wants your answer the most. Fine. Do whatever you want. You. Oh, finally awake? Don't get me wrong. I'm not talking about her. I'm talking about you. You're the caretaker, but you ended up hogging the patient's bed and slept well. Did you have a nice dream? Now that Zero is awake, I suppose I can go now. I've talked to her about everything and sorted out your next steps. Anyway, you need a place to stay now. I've entered your destination into the navigation system, so just follow the map. I have some business to attend to, so I'll come back for you when I'm done. To Qingyu City. Oh, yeah. Since you never asked me about it, I didn't say anything. We left Obed long ago, and now we're traveling in a new continent. Welcome to Chen. Chen. Where should I start? This name represents both a nation and a civilization, as well as a reference to its long history. Unlike the young pole star, Chen is one of the most ancient countries in the world. Unlike the devout Japheth, Chen doesn't have any religious traditions. Unlike the stalwart Cyril, Chen doesn't possess a fervor for power. And unlike the small land of Delphi, Chen is so vast that it is still night in the west when the sun rises in the east. Chen encompasses a comprehensive world with its own culture, history, and customs. However, in recent times, Chen has undergone dramatic changes, and a period of turmoil that marked the end of thousands of years of its imperial rule, and the rise of a modern society. Nowadays, Chen is completely different from its past. It's best to see it for yourself. Otherwise, it would require extensive scholarly works to fully explain. As for Changlin City, it's the largest agricultural production center in Chen. The Grandeur River traverses the entirety of Chen from east to west, nourishing lives in the vast fertile plains. Changlin City is located in the heart of the fertile plains. As its name implies, it's the granary of this nation. It has fully utilized automatic agricultural systems and serves as a testing ground for new crops and cultivation techniques. The revitalized Chen has been purged of the remnants and contaminations of the past. It's a city deeply connected to its land, to the culture of Chen, and to its people. Even if some force were to relocate the city to another corner of the world overnight, it would inevitably return to Chen, to the banks of the Grandeur River. Only there would it truly regain its essence. Your destination is Changlin City, where Weishu is located. I've already informed my colleagues, so once you arrive in Changlin City, our colleagues will come and pick you up. You're not infants in need of constant care, and I have my own business to attend to. No need to worry. The moment you set foot in Chen, you're under the protection of Weishu. No matter what choice you may make, you'll always be our esteemed guests. Rest assured, no one will be able to harm our guests in this land.
Something appears to be wrong with the autopilot system. It is malfunctioning. I can switch it to manual mode. I've read about these machines in books before, and I just finished going through the manual. First, I should start this thing up and... Huh? Let's start over again. Pull this lever, and then that one. Theoretically, it should work perfectly. The principle and the order of operations are crystal clear to me. Do you understand what On is talking about? Don't pay any attention to what it said. It's just a silly bird with the brain the size of a walnut. Shut up, On! Don't worry, that thing is practically unkillable, if nothing else. Just forget everything it said. Pretend you didn't hear it. John Tan has told me about the Tower of Babel and Emaon. Apart from the Emaon on duty outside the tower, we are the only survivors of that incident. Now Emaon no longer exists, both in name and reality. However, we are fortunate to receive assistance from Weisha. Yes, John Tan is from Weisha. More precisely, she belongs to both Emaon and Weisha, serving as a bridge between us. Weisha is a member of CAVE. Just as Emaon has been watching over Obed, Weisha has been protecting Tian in the east. However, according to her, Weisha is currently facing unexpected situations as well. The color of the vapor. I've never encountered fog of this color before, nor have I read about anything similar in those books. What's worse, the vapor has been thickening. Our visibility has dropped from 120 meters to 60 meters. Let's slow down. Keep the speed. Don't stop. This vapor is most likely some kind of anomaly, or, at the very least, an indirect effect of it, and we have entered it. We have no clues about this anomaly. If we stop here, it is possible that we may never get out of the vapor. Let's continue forward, as long as there are no obvious obstacles. Stop! Where is this place? Where is the seer? I've never seen anything like this in any book. Is it time to put an end to this? complete insight. See ya. No. Where's the seer? Fluttering wing. Fall. Get lost! I hope you're right. Complete insight. Why are there two trails? Is the seer being held hostage?
Good. Now we can talk. The government has imposed a ban on going outside, and ordinary people like you must not wander around at such late hours. What exactly happened that you had to come out? Well, wait. You're not from Xian, are you? I see. I'm sorry if I frightened you. I guess my tone was a bit too harsh. Can you still walk? You're not aware of the current situation. I'm afraid Sanglin City has been under quarantine for over a week now. We're not sure about the details. But according to the government, the Grandeur River has been contaminated by an unknown substance, leading to a pandemic affecting both plants and animals. The animals have gone wild. As for the plants, as you can see, they are covered in weird rust. Now is the transition from summer to fall, and autumn vapor rises. The pollutants have dispersed into the air, so the government has banned anyone from going outside. My name is Wuxia, and I'm one of the vigilantes here. Since this area is located on the outskirts with scattered residents, and most of the affected animals roam in the wilderness, we farmers have organized vigilante squads to take turns patrolling this area. This is to ensure everyone obeys the curfew and prevent wild animals from attacking people. I'm afraid your vehicle was attacked by oxen. The vapor is too thick, and you're wounded. It's not safe to stay outside. I'll report your situation to the Bureau of Civil Security and ask them to search for your companion. Don't worry, they're professionals, and your companion will be safe and sound. I'll take you to my friend's house so you can settle down. We'll have to wait for the vapor to disperse before we can do anything.
Who's there at this late hour? Come on in.
Please stay here for a while. Mr. Nong has already informed the Bureau of Civil Security about your situation, and they'll send someone to pick you up at dawn. I'm going to search the area where your car crashed and see if I can find your companion.
Why are young people these days so reckless? Don't push your luck. You're wounded. He told me about your situation. Don't worry, he has a kind soul and is skilled in combat. Since he's promised to look for your companion, he will do it. You look tired, young adventurer. You must have experienced a lot, but you don't need to tell me anything for now. Just go to bed and sleep, and we can talk when you wake up tomorrow. When you're tired, sleep is the best remedy. I thought only old folks like me struggled with sleep. No, don't worry about me. It's just that my aging body has been letting me down more and more. Is the bed too hard for you to sleep on? Well then, have a seat for a bit. I've got some grapes here. I picked them from the field before the cerulean vapor rolled in. Give them a try. By the way, what's your name? My name is Nongji. I've been working with crops my whole life. And now that I'm retired, I tend to my garden at home. You've come from far away, haven't you? If you're here for sightseeing, I'm afraid you'll be disappointed. Sunglin City has surely seen better days. Why does this have to happen before autumn? Oh well, it's rare to have a guest here. Let's not dwell on disappointing matters. How do the grapes taste? Oh, really? Seems the hybrid traits of strains A475 and C377 aren't stable enough. Well, the issue probably lies in the ratio of glucose and tartaric acid. I should reevaluate the offspring in the next batch. Sorry for making you eat the new varieties from my experiments, but rest assured, these grapes are safe and haven't been contaminated. Well, I've grown several traditional varieties suitable for entertaining guests, but they won't ripen for a few more months. But ever since the cerulean vapor spread across the river, my grapes stopped growing. My 6 acres of Type 9 and 9 acres of Type 5 mother parents, and 4 acres of Type A and 8 acres of Type E father parents, along with 71 acres of experimental plots from crossbreeding, a total of 100 acres is on the brink of losing its harvest. You'll see in the morning. The entire fertile plains is our farmland. Now that's what I call spectacular. The real granary of the world. But of course I'm not farming on my own. I am an old man after all. Look over there, outside the window. Can you see it? Those are tower-type farming terminals, serving as part of the centralized agriculture system of this city. With those machines, one farmer could cultivate nearly 2,000 acres of land. Those machines will take care of sowing, irrigation, pesticide application, and harvesting. And all we need to do is connect it to the various subsystems based on the seasons. So usually I need to visit the fields every now and then and take samples for analysis, while the machine handles the rest. But now, with the Bureau of Husbandry and Agriculture suspending production, these machines won't be much help. The government is completely focused on grain distribution and transportation. I saw a famine with my own eyes. It was 15 years ago in the western region. You look young, and like you're not from around here, so maybe you're not familiar with that part of our history. But my generation will never forget those haunting images. Farming in the past was back-breaking work without all these fancy machines we have today. Back then, people went to great lengths, even risking their lives, just to put food on the table. I hope the younger generation gets to live in a world where they're spared from the hardships we endured. Those machines you just saw give us a glimpse of that dream coming true. Thanks to them, the younger people don't have to suffer from early calluses on their shoulders and hands caused by life's hardships. Ideally, those machines would be running non-stop, but now, well, whatever is happening in Songlin City, I just hope things settle down soon. After all, farming season doesn't wait for anyone. Daylight and rain follow their own rhythms, and if we miss the right timing, we miss the harvest.